Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. It's Able Wire here on YouTube channel Xbox One KSP1 Engineering, representing the space company, the a.s.a. That's Able Space Agency. Just a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if you like the content that you're watching. In today's video, we're going to be doing more work on the ssto space plane that I've designed. I've finally managed to get it into orbit from the runway, so it is an ssto, but we just need to do a bit more work on the actual design of it. So on takeoff from the runway, it's kind of a bit heavy at the front, so it does tend to dip. I noticed during takeoff it was quite hard to actually get it to climb and ascend. It was very slow at ascending and climbing higher. So it might be a case of figuring what engines to use at what phases, what power to use, etc. And I think maybe canards at the front would be good. So we've got one comm satellite set up in very high Earth orbit. As you can see, I've got my ssto here, the night-wraith, which we need to do a re-entry test. We've got the a.s.a. space station. What happened there? 2 seconds, let's get this back on the Earth. Wow, Lave looks like Earth, man. That's crazy. Where's Earth? There we go. Done it again, right. Okay, so there's the ssto, there's the space station, which we got up into orbit 2 days ago, which is a big accomplishment. I'm really pleased with that. And here's the drone space shuttle. So this was the original ssto that I designed. It was going to be an ssto, but I'm just going to leave it as an actual drone operated space shuttle. So like the a.s.a.'s own version of the space shuttle, if you will. Right, there's the ssto. Let's go back to the tracking station and have a look. I think I've actually named them wrong. Let me just check. I think I have, so I'm going to need to swap those names around. Whoopsie. That's what happens when you've been up for 12 hours, well, nearly 24 hours trying to design the actual plane. Yeah, we've got it wrong, right? Let's go to the tracking station and rename them. So it's going to be, that's going to be the space Wraith shuttle. Wraith drone. Shuttle. Even though it's got people in it, I know, but Wraith drone shuttle. Accept that. And then we need to name this the actual night-wraith ssto. ssto. Night. Night-wraith Space plane. Awesome. Right, so let's go to the drone shuttle for now and let's land that. So I've done two re-entry tests on this. When I designed and built it, the first re-entry test, there was no people in and it blew up upon re-entry because I tried doing a shuttle style re-entry. Second re-entry test was supposed to be a drone only re-entry test. I figured out that I thought to myself, basically, rather than trying to do a shuttle re-entry where I come up at a 45-degree angle to reduce the speed by drag, instead of doing that just before passing the Kármán line and coming back into the atmosphere, I'd turn prograde and do a prograde burn to reduce the speed of the plane, so that upon re-entry I wouldn't have to bring it up at a 45-degree angle. I could just carry on at like minus 10 degrees, 0 degrees, around that area, and just come in, which it worked. I landed it first time as well, which was brilliant. But it had two people on, two little Kerbals, these two little Kerbals, which didn't mean to have people on it, obviously, because we're still, testing and designing these vehicles, so safety is paramount, but it worked out well. Same for the ssto, it's got two people in, which I shouldn't have had, which I need to remember to check, because obviously at the a.s.a. we do automated and drone tests first before we put people in the vehicles, so yeah. Right, we need to deorbit this little critter. So I need to deorbit it around here, basically. Where's the line? There. Right, so we'll do the burn here. Let's line this up right. So if I want it there, I need to do the burn there. Okay, something's going on here. What's going on? Right. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, that's why. Lemon. There we go. So I'm going to warp here. So obviously we need to account for the rotation of the Earth. bit then. See that space plane in Charlotte are actually pretty close to each other, to be fair. I'll keep doing a time warp. Pardon me, right, let's just check something here. I think it's going to be a bit longer, right? Yes, if we carry on time warping, I think one more time should do it. Yeah, I think when we get there, right, cool, let's just do it then. So it's a 21-second burn, so that's 10 seconds before, so if we go to here. I think just about there should do it. Okay, so 1 minute 17 seconds till burn. Okay, 1 minute. 37, 36, 30 seconds, 29, okay, 10 seconds before, so, okay, 10 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it will be 20 minutes till we land. I mean, looking by the Earth's rotation, we should be alright. Bearing in mind also that we will have a lot more fuel, so if you look at the... let me just check something. On the actual plane itself. If I click on that, put it on saying nothing at the moment, but it's okay, we'll figure it out. As long as I have 100 meters a second or 900 meters a second of delta V, when I go to air breathing mode, that should be enough to be able to touch down if I'm over the sea. Right, so we need to change that to that. Obviously we're going to be coming in quite hot, a lot of velocity from, we're currently 648,000 meters, so that's 647 kilometers above the Earth. It's climbing down very quick. So we're travelling at 1,063 meters a second, so that's Mach 3, almost Mach 4, so we should reach about Mach 5, Mach 6, maybe Mach 7. By the time we reach about 100 meters above the Earth, 100,000 meters, so 100 kilometers, we need to slow that down drastically. We don't need RCS on, to be fair, because we've got rotation. Let's just check a few things. Switch to prograde. Yeah, the reaction wheel's strong enough. Can't beat a British cup of tea. Right, let's switch to retrograde again. Just have a look inside the cockpit quickly. Look at that face. Hello, how are we? Yay, I am in space. Look at the control panel. I want to eat it. Can I eat this button? Where am I? I need to go to the toilet. Oops, too late. I did a pee-pee already. My suit is wet. Where am I? What am I doing? Am I in space? Is this a plane? Oh no, my shoelaces are not Oh, yay! Anyway, look at the dial. The dial's even climbing. That's cool. It's descending. We'll switch the other view. So we're currently travelling at 1,205 meters a second. Yeah, that's right. 1,209, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. 15, 16, 17. Yeah, cool. Dial's working well. It's pretty cool. Like, you can see it's like the cockpit and everything. That is pretty cool. Okay, so we're at 551,000 meters. I need to put a docking port on this as well, actually, thinking about it. Just in case, where can I put a docking port on it so that it's can fit, etc. quite easily. Probably at the front there. At the front or the back, one of the two. We'll figure it out anyway. There's the sun rising. I think I've calculated the re-entry path quite well. So by the time we get, because we're going to be landing at this line here, that's the end point. So by the time we get to about here, this mountain area should be about there. So that means that this landmass should be about here. So basically by the time we come into landing, we should be landing on around this area here. So yeah, we pretty much timed it quite well. So one of these things about this game is it's all about mathematics, science, calculating and engineering. This game isn't for kids, even though the graphics kind of cartoony like, it's only because they put more time and effort into the actual game physics. So the game physics are real life, like, you know, the friction in the atmosphere, re-entry, heating up of parts, the lift, the control surfaces, the way rockets move and interact in space. It's very complicated, but the graphics, I mean, you can mod it and get the graphics to look realistic, but I don't really care about that. And every single part that you can use to build on this game is a real life piece. Or they're based on real life pieces, you know, they might not be named the exact same name, but they are like real bits, so you can actually buy real rockets with yourself and planes and stuff, so it's pretty cool. I mean, more adults play this game than kids, to be fair. Every single YouTube channel, big YouTube channel, is like adults. Right, we're currently at Mach 4. Sorry, Mach 5. 5 times the speed of sound. And we're at 340,000 meters. 339 kilometers above the Earth. Estimated time to landing for 9 minutes and 17 seconds. I'd love to go into space. I'd love to be able to like fly on a rocket or on a SpaceX rocket, or even go on the shuttle. Even though space shuttle is very risky, I'd still do it. Let me just switch prograde and show you what the pilots see. So switch to prograde. Level it out. And switch in view. Look at that. Tilt it down so you can see the planet. There you go. Spin to the right. Spin to the left. It's so cool that you can do this, I do like that. It's really clever what they've actually done, fair play to them. Right, let's get back out anyway. Let's switch to retrograde. My batteries are low, so we'll change those now. Right, we need to get ready for re-entry to get the re-entry burns done. Just check the landing spot. We're doing well for that. Yep, good. We're still on track, which is good. We'll commence the burn at 8 seconds, 20 seconds, 98, 70. We'll commence the burn at 90,000 meters. Burn down to 70,000 feet, and then we'll switch over back to prograde and get ready for landing, etc. Okay, 130,000 meters, that's 130 kilometers in altitude. 4 minutes and 50 seconds till we reach a landing point. Get ready to do the re-entry burns. We're doing 22, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. We're doing Mach 7, almost Mach 8. That's really fast. Coming up to Mach 8. At 20. Flipping hell, that's really fast. That's stupid. We need to get our speed down. Right, commence and burn. Soon. Switch to prograde. We need to switch the engines to the normal breathing mode, which is that. There you go, we've got 4,000 delta V, perfect. Okay, here's the re-entry heating point. Hopefully we've done enough of leading the speed down to not blow up. Come on, baby, come on, please don't blow up. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, we did it, we did it. No. Yeah, we survived, just. Just survived. Wow. Somewhere to land. Got plenty of fuel to find somewhere flat to land, to be fair. Pardon me. Ooh, we just survived re-entry. Cutting it close. Just have a look at this plane, just work some things out here. Probably the desert would be the best area, so if we go for somewhere around here. Some drag. Speed down quite a bit. Yeah, that's it. $600 good. Bearing range is good. $600, 500, 400. $300, 200. Oh shit. Wow. Going in a bit too fast. We landed though, look at that. That was cool. They're safe and that, so that's good. Right, toggle landing. Look how bent the plane is though. Coming a bit too fast there, but it's okay. The main thing is they're alive. Right, cool. Where's the wing? Did it blow up? Yeah, I rushed my landing there, to be fair, I did. I was impatient, but they're still alive, everything's good, so that's the main priority. The vehicle's not too damaged, so he's the pilot, so we'll do the EVA on him. go, he's okay. Yay, jump for victory, go on, jump, yay! Yay! Yay, I'm alive! Yay, I should have also changed my reading to the ground reading as well, so that would have helped with a more accurate ground reading. But I did rush my landing, I was a bit impatient there, but it's okay, they survived. It's not major damage to the plane. But look how bent the tail is, look at that. That's proper bent, wow. So, let's recover. And let's bring the ssto into landing. Keep doing this. Right, got to remember that's to zoom. So yeah, we landed pretty much where... Oh, that's actually quite funny. We landed exactly where I said we would. That's cool, that's good. Right, let's recover that. Both people survived, that's good. Right, now we need to bring the ssto back. And then we need to do some design changes to it to make it a bit better. We haven't got much Delta V left, to be fair, but we won't need it. It's the other engines I'm more concerned about. Right, let's work this out. Okay, so we need to land. Okay, we need to land somewhere around here. We're actually on quite an equatorial. Wow, that's quite a big tilt. So we're going to land somewhere there. Anywhere here. Or, well, yeah, ideally there. So let's do the burn here. Let's do a bit of time warping. Yeah, we need solar panels underneath as well. see what they're looking at. There you go, I'm going to point it down at the Earth for us to have a better look. We'll have a quick look at the sun. Okay, we won't look. Yeah, there you go, there's the sun. Let's warp to the manoeuvre, so it's 14 seconds, we need to do 7 seconds beforehand. Let's warp to here. Oh yeah, we need to do another warp, I think. Warp past the mover because the land's not lined up yet, so... I reckon probably about 2 or 3 goes, to be fair. Okay, where are we? I mean, to be fair, I think by the time we get there... Let's do one more time warp. Right, I've got to make a decision now. Go for landing. messed that up. Damn, we messed that up. Right, okay, okay, we're gonna have to try and rescue this now. Can still do a re-entry test, I suppose, but that's just really bad. Right. It's okay though, this is what we're here for. We're here to counter problems, etc. So, let's just lay it flat. "17 minutes, I think we would probably end up in the sea over this. That's really bad. Now we might be alright actually. That's the landing point there. Alright, we haven't landed, we're like 2.8 kilometers above what do you call it, ground level, but as we re-enter the atmosphere and produce that drag and start slowing down, that landing point will lower from 2.8 to 0 anyway, so it's just a shame that that actually happened, because we haven't got as much fuel as I thought we would have. Right, let me just check a few things. So I need to deactivate the rocket engines, which, if I'm right in thinking, number 1 is breathing mode, 2 is... don't matter, I'll just do it manually. What are we on? Are we on closed cycle, right? We'll scuff this up, it doesn't matter, right? We're not doing too bad, we're not going too fast. I mean, we're Mach 6. Mach 7. We're still going too fast, mate. this is crazy. Right. Switch to prograde. We're going too fast, we're going to blow up from re-entry, so it doesn't matter. There's only one thing I could do now, and that is to actually slow it down with drag. In at the 45-degree angle. That's not slowing it down at all, is it? So, sack it. Okay, that's where we're landing. Too bad, I suppose, with the heat. Like, I thought it would have blown up by now. Now it's starting to cool down, that's right. Do you know what? It actually seems to be dealing a lot better with the heat like this. With the bigger wings and stuff, to be fair. I'm still travelling at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, max 6, but... she's gonna blow up. Hey, the cockpit's gone. The pilots are dead. Jeez. I should not have wasted that fuel. If I hadn't have messed up that prograde burn and done an actual retrograde burn like I was supposed to instead of prograde, then they'd still be alive. Would have been able to land it perfectly. I'll watch the explosion anyway, might as well. God bless those Kerbals. That's a real shame. Real shame there. They died. Oh well. Rest in peace. Let's have a quick look at the space station, see how that's doing, and then we'll carry on with the ssto designs. Show you inside quickly, see what they're looking at. So this is the main bay window. I'll show you a view from Earth, what it's like inside this bad boy. Look at that. These two here. This is like the main science lab bay area. So there's 3 sections to this, which is quite cool. This is the top section. Oh no, sorry, this is the bottom section. This is the tin can section. As you can see there at that window, there's a, what do you call it, solar panel. So that's that section there they're in. Just this bit here. doing a little dance. Alright, cool. So yeah, the space station is doing really well. Do a quick orbit of the Earth. Let's turn these lights off because they don't need to be on, to be fair. So yeah, that's the space station, which is cool. Right, let's continue designing this ssto. So we need solar panels, a docking port, a few other bits and bobs. Solar panels underneath, which we've got, which is good. Okay, where are we going to put the docking port? Source of fuel 12,734. That's not too bad, is it really? 12,7. only losing 100, but for the clamping ability, that's worth it to me, I think. And it gives me that bit of room for the engines as well, to be fair. Let's just check something though. No, it doesn't. Right. Okay. I'll just put that underneath. There. bit of ground clearance, doesn't it? Just check something on it though. What else is there to think of? Let's get on your pee. Back in 2 seconds. Pee pee time. Right, so we've got the docking port, we've got the solar panels on the bottom. Let's have a calendar, see what else we can add onto it, just to be sure. .24 meters a second, 264 meters a second, 1000. 2, 4, so drop some of these bad boys on it. So if we check the parachutes there. It's a shame that I can't actually just do it automatically, so if I go to action groups, click on that. So you've got 1, 2, 3. So you've got breathe in, on, off, parachutes, deploy chute, 7, cut chute. Yeah, cool. Right. So. Let's call those that. Let's do, can be 50 then. Cool. Let's save. That. Save that. Transportation module. need an antenna. So we've got an antenna there, which is good. What else can I put on there? Let's think. Just type something in the chat quickly. Just chill and watch. Engine. Here. Tips or suggestions. Feel free to say so. Right, cool. Right, so we've got an antenna, we've got an area of communications, we've got enough power, obviously, thermal protection, sound, landing gears are fine, kind of. Maybe if I had some more wheels, would that work? What size are they? Mediums, right. Let's try some more landing gears. Okay, cool. Right, so got that. The parachute's obviously Let's have a look. So we've got landing gear. Oh, Connards. That's what I forgot. Connards, right. Centre of lift, centre of grav, centre of mass. There we go. Right, Connards should. Actually looks quite cool. How much air intake does Rapers need? Let's have a look. 4. So it's 8. So we need 8 air intake. So how much does all this air intake do? Let's have a look. So you've got 0.5, so that's 1, that's 2. Four. 2, 4, that's 6. We need 4 more. 4 more air intakes, mate. Wow. Okay, let's try these then. Air intake. Intake duct deflecting coming airstream causing pattern pending classified info which creates a pattern pending this one is supersonic please. Something so functions SST let's do this then. fair, it doesn't actually matter, because if we close like that, drop those there. Like that. What we say, that'd be quite good, yeah. Right then, let's launch a test. Hopefully, it won't blow up and die. Okay, let's do this then. Let's test this launch baby and see if it actually is turning against C. Why is it doing that? Right, okay, let's just do this for now. Do that like that. Landing gear. Da, 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 da. Wow. Oh, come on. So to restart to wind me up now. Why wouldn't it lift? What is the problem? SAS. CS. That. Right, we need to tuck those in then, don't we? Right, let's try this again. So we just need to figure out the landing and launching procedures for it. I mean, obviously don't go too fast would be a good one. Right, RCS. SAS. 3. 2 times the speed of sound, coming up to 3 times the speed of sound, apertures at 80. So we'll get to coast phase of 80, we'll shut the engines down completely. We're at Mach 369, 1215, Mach 6. There we go, past the Kármán line, which is good. Right, coasting up, let's do this, let's get the orbit burn. We'll take it up to 80. There we go. So that's a 47-second burn, which is 47, 20, 23. So if we come up to about there. Burn time 24 seconds now. Seconds for the burn time. Or 38, but 19 seconds either way. 15, 19. Okay, coming up to the burn. There we go, burn initiated for orbit or burn. So we're actually in space at the moment. We're 10 kilometers above the actual Kármán line, space line. So we're just doing a prograde burn now to insert ourselves into orbit. So technically, what an orbit is you're actually falling faster than the rate of the Earth spinning. So you're constantly missing the ground. Basically, you're falling that fast that you're falling forward and missing the ground. So yeah, we're in orbit. There you go, we're in orbit. Done it. Cool. Right, so we can shut these engines down completely. What would happen if I shut these ones down? Once you activated that, shut down these ones. So 618, so let's shut that one down. There's not much in between, is there really? Right, that's it, so we're in orbit. So if we look, we'll shut the RCS off because we don't need that. There you go, we're orbiting the Earth now. So let's have a look at us orbiting. So if we go to prograde, and we line it up straight, that's it, and speed up time. There you go, we're orbiting the Earth. And we'll never fall back down now, we're in space, so... Which is cool, so we've designed an SSTO that can get into space. I just need to fine tune the engines and figure out what needs to burn at what times and stuff like that, and how I can actually get more fuel to get a bit more burn time, because believe it or not, the first time I actually got into orbit I had a lot more fuel than this for some weird reason. So just need to figure out why that is. Right, let's extend the antenna. Transmit data. So like I say, there's no crew aboard. This is actually just completely drone operated, like the secret military XB-15 mini space shuttle plane. Right, so the question is, we've got 615. Let me just check a few things. That's our switch air mode. So if I did that, let me do it. Shut down. So switch briefing modes. On, off, yeah. Right, let's shut down the swivels then. So, yeah, cool. There we go. Shit, we activated the parachutes, right. Okay, let's cut the parachutes then. Disarm. There we go. Okay, let's put that on that. Yeah, cool, cool. Cool. Right, so pull that up to there. Let's bring this up to here. Let's see if we can get to the space station then. So, add maneuver. Like that much, so okay. So that's a 12-second burn, so we need to start 6 seconds beforehand. So if we walk to about here, bam, 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 bam. Oh, at least we've got our ssto actually into space from the runway a second time in a row, which is good, so we know it can do it. Which is awesome. Get ready for the prograde burn. Prograde means facing forwards. That basically means that if you burn prograde, you're making your orbit bigger, higher. If you burn prograde, that means you're burning backwards, which makes your orbit lower, smaller, basically. Prograde speeds you up, retrograde slows you down. Right, so it's a 12-second prograde burn, so we need to start 6 seconds before the intended target or the intended start point of the burn. The reason why you do it half the time before the actual starting point is to get a perfect circularized orbit. If you don't, then your orbit become elongated or equatorial or eclipsed or completely wrong. 8, 7, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. Okay. Now we need to do another burn at the apogee point. Apogee is the highest point. Periapsis is the lowest point in the orbit, so we're going to burn at the highest point to bring the lowest point to the highest point. So add maneuver, and here we go. There we go, that's 450. That's pretty spot on actually. That's a 12-second burn again. So we need to go in the prograde direction. So if we go about here. That's not going to leave us with much fuel, to be fair, but we should be able to see the space station then, or we might even crash into it, one of the two. I'm hoping for the first option rather than the second option. So 1 minute 15 seconds until burn time, but obviously it's a 12-second burn, so we start 6 seconds before, so we take 6 seconds off the start time, so 1 minute until burn time. 54 seconds. 50 seconds. 40 seconds. 30. 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go, perfect. So if you look now, we're actually matching the orbit of the space station. So the space station's actually ahead of us, so it should be around here somewhere. I mean, we're not matching it exactly, but we should catch it up at points actually, because our path is a bit smaller, so we do go a bit faster. Our incline's the same, isn't it? It's not too high. Mind you, it is a bit lower than us actually at points, and a bit higher at others, so... Alright, let's point prograde. Let's straighten up. I don't know if we've got enough fuel to land actually. We should have. Right, let's see if we can see the station then. If not, I'll show you what the station looks like anyway, guys, so it's cool. But I mean, it should be around here somewhere. In fact, let's do it like this. Distance 346 miles. Right, it is quite far away actually. Oh, we're catching it up actually, I think. Are we higher or lower than it? We're lower, higher than it, so it's down here somewhere. Over there. It's about somewhere over here. Just around here, around there, somewhere. It's alright, we're not going to see it, to be fair, we're too far apart, but it's cool. let me unmark it because I don't want it to be a target anymore. Right, let's switch to this. So this is the space station. It's got 9 people in it, or Kerbals as they're called. Right, let's show you the inside. So the good thing about this game is you can actually go inside it to a limit. So this is the first window, this big window here, that's at the front. See this window with the earth down below? That's that window there. So obviously the earth's there, so yeah. The next one will be this window here. As you can see, it's that window. There's the moon. And you've got the storage, science lab, habitat area. And the bottom section. The bottom section was that bit there. Right, let's go back to the plane. Because we need to try and land it now. We're not going to have enough fuel to do a re-entry burn to slow us down. This is going to be quite interesting actually. I think it's going to blow up. There's no people on it, so it's alright. Right, so we need to switch retrograde for the burn. Let's retract the aerial so that it doesn't burn up upon re-entry. There we go. Right then, let's figure out where we're going to do our retrograde burn to re-enter the atmosphere. So we want to land in the sunlight, so if we do it, we could actually do it at the apple axis. We're going to have to actually, so that's a 10-second burn, right. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do orbit. That's a shame. Got too much fuel. Not enough fuel, I mean. Still see how much we've got anyway to lower it, so got 1 minute 10 seconds till the burn. What, 1 minute? So it's 5 seconds either side, which is cool. 55 seconds. 40 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. That's it. We can't do any more, so we're still stuck in space. How much fuel have we got left in the tanks? Liquid fuel. It's a shame we can't actually transfer what's left into like some kind of... Yeah, we've not got enough. Right, cool, that's it. We're stuck in space, man. Switch back to prograde anyway. We'll leave it there because we might be able to refuel it in the future because it has got a docking port on it, so we won't blow it up. We'll just put it as a rescue mission and refuel mission. So 180 kilometers above the Earth is the lowest point, which is here. And then we're going back out to the highest point, which is you can see the difference in height, can't you? Which is right now. There we go. We'll take it into the lowest point actually in the sunlight. There we go. Okay, I'm going to try it with dart engines this time, so terminate this actually, and we'll experiment with the dart engine, see if the dart engines are a better system for getting it into orbit. Because that's the whole point of design perfection, is playing about, changing the design, seeing which ones work best, etc. So let's terminate this. There's no crew in it, so it doesn't matter. Let's go back to the design board and see what we can do better. Right then, let's have a look at the different engines. So the Dart engines should be a good choice, to be fair. Apparently, that's what I'm thinking. What do they run on? Yeah, cool. Do they need air intakes? They don't, do they? No, they don't. Right, okay. No air intake at all, so only they need air. That needs 4, so they do 2. So that's 4, so that's 8, and that's 2, 3, 4, yeah, like that. Right, cool. So we need to go on action groups. Let's go on those. So number 2, activate, shut down, so number 4 and 5, right, cool. So number 4 can be activate, number 5 can be shut down. Okay. On, off, parachutes, they can go for now, I'm not really bothered about that. For the time being, the parachutes are irrelevant. Just check what the centre of lift is and stuff on this. That's the centre of mass, that's aerodynamic. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Right. Okay, what can these be for then? Don't need them to be that, they can just be for pitch, can't they? there for pitch. These should be for roll. Okay, that's good. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay, let's have a look at that. Let's work that out. Dun, dun, dun. That's that. That's that. Okay, so they're those. They're that. Hopefully I should be better at lifting off now. Right, okay, that's that, that's that. The apogee region there. Need a pitch on that for the beginning. RCS, SAS, throttle up. Need it on land, and I need that like that. Right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this, let's get this plane up to orbit again. Hopefully with these engines it should be a bit better. bad, mate. I think the swivel engines are a bit better, to be fair. There we go. Burn time of 22, so that's 11 seconds. So if we go about there. So it will reach orbit. It's just, I don't know, is it more effective than the swivels? Seems to take a lot longer. Just figuring out the right engine combinations, that's all. Right, approaching the burn time. Yeah, now it's not as fuel efficient as the swivels and stuff, to be fair, so... Might as well deorbit while we're at it. There we go. So might as well do a bit of slowing down while we're at it. So it's going to take 10 minutes to flip in the orbit anyway, so... delay there, so obviously they've crashed and died. Lift off. Jebediah was killed. Ermin was killed. Landing gear collided, they all collided. Okay, cool. Let's recover all that stuff and then I'm gonna have a break, folks, and yeah, we'll come back to it. Okay, cool. Right, that's that. Awesome. Right guys, thanks for watching, thanks for the support. Just don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's Xbox One KSP1 Engineering. Also got two other channels. The other channel is Xbox One Survival RPG Gaming, and the third channel is Xbox One Gaming. I'm your host Abel Wire, thank you for watching. This has been the private space company, the a.s.a, which is Able Space Agency. It's been an ssto mission, and later on we'll be doing some rocketry work and putting some satellites into orbits and setting up a comms network. So peace out, one love, have a good day, good evening, and a good night, and I will be back online in 1 hour, an hour and a half time after I've had some lunch and that. Peace, take care.